भाई जॉर्ज रसल फर्स्ट है।
तू साउबर का
भाई
बता
तुम मैक्लैरेन का चेक कर
वो साउबर का बताएगा
अरे रुको रुको, दिस नीड्स अ वीडियो यार। वेलकम टू गेम टाइम मैटर। Hello guys, welcome back to another video. F1 season is around the corner and it's the 75th season of F1. New videos, a lot of excitement and a new series to cover up. We've got Atharva, a seasoned F1 fan, and we've got Dave, a rookie and an amateur in watching F1. So, over to you guys. I would ask you, what do you think about the 2024 season? I mean, McLaren supporter, Constructors champion. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Like as for our 2024 season, it was one of the best season of ours because we won the constructor championship after 1998, which is a kind of a very big achievement for us.
Honestly, you wouldn't call any fan, any team, which just won a constructors champion.
That's true.
I mean, they were not even there in the race. I mean, yeah, it was Mercedes, Red Bull,
Ferrari.
and they were not even close to it
The underdogs.
compared to Ferrari.
The underdogs, right?
Underdogs, honestly.
As they have been for quite a while now.
What do you think about them?
So, I mean, it's a hard-earned victory. I mean, that's all I can say. Nothing in F1 is handed over to you like, the Red Bull team. Since they have a lot of investment. I'm really sorry. Not
Okay.
sorry. So, it's a hard and well-earned victory. I mean, I did not exactly prefer the way they got it with a certain driver named Lando Norris.
Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't have any personal hate for him. He's a great driver.
Yeah,
he's an
honestly,
F1 for a reason.
yeah. He's there.
But
He's earned a spot there.
Don't think his behavior at all matches what McLaren is supposed to represent, or at least what Oscar Piastri represents.
He's like a kid
very
just got lucky.
talented, right?
He's like a kid just got lucky. But honestly, if you just think about it, F1 fans, I mean McLaren fans, they know Lando Norris after winning the Constructors' Champion. No one knew him before that.
True.
Yeah. So let's move on from the McLaren topic. I mean, that's not that great.
I mean,
And
we
one
can just
achievement.
rant
कहाँ से
about
आते
that,
हैं?
like, what
I mean, sorry to you, McLaren.
was the
fan,
date today? Or how long do I have to rant?
but Actually, okay. So 2025, 75th season, great changes. Honestly, big ones.
Right.
I mean, shocking
Absolutely.
changes.
Absolutely.
Hamilton to Ferrari. I mean, who could expect that?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I mean, yeah, you're wearing the Ferrari jacket.
Are you happy?
Let it not be a misconception that I'm a Ferrari fan. This is just easy to get in India. No, Hamilton to Ferrari. Hamilton to Ferrari is probably the biggest move we've seen since Michael Schumacher to Ferrari. I mean, it's I honestly, it's one of those things where I can speak about it and I cannot speak about it because I'm out of words.
That's like the same thing. Your share price is just hiked because of
Exactly,
Hamilton
yeah.
joining. Honestly,
Ferrari offered him like $400 million worth of contract for 1 year is already quite a lot, and Ferrari ended up making more than 500 million without even Hamilton driving a Ferrari. Just in the stock price growth, which the numbers speak for itself.
I mean,
that's
y'all are talking about contract numbers. I mean, Red Bull guys,
Yeah.
we earn that much money by doing
Absolutely. I
promotions.
mean, definitely not as if Max Verstappen earned the most amount of money despite not being a world champion. Definitely.
Come on, he wasn't the world champion
In 2020.
Oh,
At the start
really?
of 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's the only driver, in my opinion, who's consistent in what he does. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that he has failures. He does not have failures, I mean, sorry. But he knows how to bring his pace back up. He knows how to grind. He knows how to lead. And yeah, it's like the untold truth that
But is he unbeatable?
he is unbeatable.
I mean, I'm not asking him obviously because he's a McLaren fan and he's just going to say Lando Norris.
Not like that. I appreciate Max as well. He's a pretty good driver.
Right.
Like he has won 4 world championship. But this is not a joke. Like winning 4 championship.
True. That's true.
Yeah, but then honestly, if we just keep talking about our own teams, there's a lot to debate on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So going ahead, F1 live.
Oh.
I mean, the craziest event which I saw.
Absolutely.
I mean, apart from 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, this was something which was really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, over to him, I mean, they led the entire grid. So
Honestly, I mean, y'all
McLaren first.
showed up with your iconic cars, man. I mean, that's
Yeah, that's
truly a
actually,
piece of
yeah.
history.
Pretty I also agree. It was pretty amazing. Like seeing this kind of events. I think they should do these events more regularly so that it might attract more fans.
I mean, yeah, McLaren can just show off their cars probably.
True.
I mean, yeah, if you bring up
That's a
piece
few
of
things
history-
we show off.
You can say you can also show off our world championships.
Yeah, those are the few things we have left of show off. Let us
Yeah.
show off that only.
I mean, what can you bring if we go in the title race on presenting the titles we have? I mean, if you take for the past 5 years, I mean, who's the champion? Everyone knows who's
True.
the world champion.
Yeah.
One constructor's champion.
Yeah, I mean, at least they didn't get booed. So
Oh, come on. Just because he didn't get the constructor's champion does not mean that he's a problem. I mean, like, let's see, 2025, probably, you never know. I mean, this time, I'm as a Red Bull fan, as a Max Verstappen fan, I'm not even saying that he's going to win. The competition is high this time.
yeah, true.
There are 5 rookies, new faces,
one, 5.5.
5.5. Liam Lawson is also one of
yeah,
them.
half of a rookie. Yeah,
Yeah, but then, yeah. I mean, we all saw the F1 75 live. That was great. That was a great event.
amazing event. Yeah,
Yeah, probably like how he said, probably F1 should have more events like this
Correct.
to engage fans and all.
I
But
mean,
then-
and not just limited to London. Next time, just
Yeah.
start
Like-
going to other countries as well.
Actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm like about to say. Like, if we do that on other places, more fan following would come from different places. As they could probably do it in India because it is a growing like fan
Mhm.
following. So in India as well.
Great point. Yeah, motorsports has been rising in India for quite a while. I mean, especially since I don't want to say it quite a lot, but the 2021 Abu Dhabi race, it has risen. But the absolute meteoric rise that we saw was after Carlos Sainz won in Singapore.
Yeah, actually.
That was
That was the
probably the most interesting thing that has happened in F1 since not the 2021 season.
Actually. But yeah, I mean, we see changes. We see all the trends and all coming out. I mean, 2021, we were seeing Max Verstappen versus Hamilton. And then last season, we saw.
Max Verstappen versus
And
George
George
Russell, not
Yeah.
Lando. No.
And
That wasn't much of a fight.
yeah, honestly, they had their own personal opinions and they had their own conflicts. But then, yeah, the supporters and all were going wild. But then, yeah, after they winning the constructors champion, there was another debate about Lando Norris versus Max Verstappen. God knows how that came up. But then, yeah, testing, F1 testing, 3 days. I mean, crazy ones. What do you think about it?
I mean, okay, so I think it's time for me to reveal my allegiance. It is to Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz, but I do not support Williams as such. Yes, I'm that type of fan. Testing was amazing. Seeing Lewis Hamilton in that red, absolutely amazing. I mean, how much are we going to speak about Lewis Hamilton? God knows. Also, seeing Carlos Sainz in that Williams, Carlos Sainz looks good in everything, doesn't he?
I mean, yeah, he's vibing to the British lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Right now. I mean, for the next entire season, he's going to be working with Britishers, William Racing. I mean, he adapted to the extreme cold weather over there. We saw those photos. and all.
Yeah, he had a red
Yeah.
nose.
But then, yeah, it was kind of.
And like, I've noticed this quite a lot. Like, since the 2024 season ended, Lando Norris has rebranded himself into another.
a different
I-
avatar.
Yeah,
different
different
avatar.
one. I used to hate seeing Lando Norris, who has great caliber. Jokes apart, he does deserve a seat, and he definitely has risen up the ranks to get this seat. But him rebranding himself into a confident young man, that actually it sparked some excitement into me, as if Lando Norris may not be as naive as he was last year. So I want to ask you: do you think Lando Norris actually can try for the Drivers' Championship this season?
Yeah, like probably he could because like as in the last season we could see that he
Absolutely. Ignore him.
like in the 2024
Just wants
season
attention. Yeah.
he won multiple races and even performed well. So I think if he tries more, he could win the championship. And I think he should deserve. I think if he performs well, he should deserve one.
Best of luck for that. I mean, Lando Norris. I mean, let's see. I mean,
True.
you cannot say anything because
You
then,
cannot put up. Let's just put a pen in that.
yeah, we'll just put a pin on that, like a bookmark. Like he might come, he might not
You
come.
might not. Yeah.
50-50.
The
Sure.
McLaren fans say
Sure, 50-50.
50.
50-50.
But then if we talk about testing, I mean, with anyone who's a seasoned F1 driver, like we've got
Hulkenberg,
Hulkenberg,
Lewis,
we've got,
Alonso.
Verstappen. I mean, the young kids they gave a good competition.
True.
Like,
That is very true. Especially with the 5 new rookies. I am
yeah.
I am loving the 5.5. I am loving the 5.5 rookies, and they are settling into life of F1
Yeah,
quite
actually.
well.
Like honestly, we thought that probably they're rookies who just got promoted to F1. They might not be that big of a threat, but
Hmm.
yeah, honestly,
Everyone has their own jobs and they're doing it very well. I mean, Gabriel Bortoleto, he has a lot of pressure off himself because Sauber is going to transition into Audi next year.
Yeah,
So there's already quite a lot of low expectations with the team. And then speaking about Isaac Hajar, he is supposed to be replacing. Well, Yuki, he's supposed to be replacing Liam Lawson and Daniel Ricciardo's seat last year. And while a lot of the focus hasn't been on him, it does not mean that he hasn't taken any opportunities that were given to him. He has, and he's absolutely pounced on them. He is a very ferocious driver. I have not exactly followed him through the F2 season, but
honestly,
he definitely did do a lot of things that we all F2 fans were amazed by. Ollie Behrman, I mean, how much can we speak about him? It's less, he came into Ferrari for his first race in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Despite moving around the car and his neck giving up quite a lot, he ended up, finishing seventh, which is pretty big. And then doing two races with Haas and scoring points in both of them, which is quite commendable.
It was amazing.
Absolutely commendable. And then Kimi Antonelli showing his intent last season by crashing George Russell's car. And
Mercedes fans will be like
absolutely. Toto, I could just see Toto being absolutely, unhappy about him doing that.
There's nothing he's happy about. I mean, Hamilton going to Ferrari even after him trying to be convinced.
True.
I mean, nah. But then, we can conclude about the F1, at least the rookies, that they are going to be a good competition to our mentors.
Absolutely.
Our
Heroes.
I think this is a kind of a transition phase where there are new drivers coming in, plus the experienced people, as we said, like Carlos, Lewis, and these new 5 drivers, like almost 50-50, like half of the drivers are experienced as well, and these 5 new guys. I think this would be like pretty interesting season as well.
Yeah, and Jack Doohan, we forgot to speak about him. If you guys don't remember, he drove in the 2024 Abu Dhabi race, the last race. And he was called up to it because, Esteban Ocon had a clause in a contract and blah, blah, blah. But
all that.
Having a call up, Ollie Behrman scoring points was a great thing, but Ferrari was the second best car last season. And Jack Doohan probably had Alpine, which was like the 6th or the 7th best car. And despite that, him being able to just pull up to the race, have absolutely no idea what to do, and still be able to deliver as much as he did, despite not him delivering much, was quite amazing. Then him rebranding himself into, a buzz cut and whole everything.
I mean, it is going to be a crazy season. Let's conclude on that. But a few things which you not talk about the testing. I mean, Aston Martin with the new vent.
True.
Vent.
So Aston Martin, so the halo of the car has a new vent. I think we need a separate video for quite a lot of things that we haven't covered in this.
If F1 fans don't know what you're talking about, editor, please put a photo of what we are seeing. I think that would help a lot.
Absolutely.
And also, McLaren and their green slime.
Correct. Yeah. So that's a flow whiz.
I know.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I cannot speak. I can just laugh.
This is what it.
I can just laugh. I cannot say anything.
Honestly. But I mean, all the teams have some tricks up their sleeve to
something unique which makes everything different. Like as Aston Martin, he said.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, y'all were trying to match the color by spraying slime.
The flow is.
I mean, let's call it slime.
Sure.
Yeah, let's give it fun for them because honestly, they enjoyed one season getting the constructor champion. Let's get another season by we are taking fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So onto one of the best parts of the video, the predictions of next season. I mean, if we talk about 3 different teams, like let's say Ferrari, for example, because obviously Ferrari jacket.
Not a Ferrari fan,
but like let's make it interesting. Last season you had Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc.
Right.
McLaren continuing with the same season. They've got Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri.
Same time.
I had Max Verstappen and Checo.
Right.
Now I don't. I've got Liam Lawson. I've got a new rookie with me. Not a new rookie, half rookie. If we are talking about the 2024 season only, who do you think is the best duo partnership? I mean, obviously Mercedes fans, George Russell and Hamilton.
Yeah, that was a great partnership. I mean,
Who do you think?
I think you have to concede. You have to speak the truth, and I'm just gonna speak the truth. There's no bias into it. Definitely not any. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc was the best driver pairing. I think everyone has to agree. They did have a spat wherein Charles Leclerc said maybe you should try Spanish when Carlos
Yeah.
didn't listen to them.
That was a
But
crazy one.
That's a different dynamic. Apart from what what both of them are. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, being a Red Bull fan, I would agree to you on that.
Hmm.
McLaren is quiet.
He has been. Yeah. Who do you think
he's
is
been
was the best driver pairing of 2024?
You won't know what I'm going to say. Why are you asking this big question?
Great.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah.
I would tell Lando.
That's a McLaren internship in his email next week. So right.
So, who do you think is going to win the 2025 season?
Great question.
I mean, honestly, I can't even say that Max Verstappen is going to win. There are chances that he might. There are chances that he might not.
Right.
But that is my opinion about it.
I'll confidently say this. I am putting all of my money on Nico Hülkenberg in a Sauber. I think he's gonna win. He's gonna get his podiums. He's gonna get his races.
I don't think Sauber is going to come up, man. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, you see the cars and all, the teams especially, Kick Sauber,
Right.
and then Alpine.
Right.
They would just progress in the bottom half.
Midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the midfield. Yeah, the bottom.
Bottom half. I mean, the top is already covered by us.
True.
So, I mean, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more videos like this because we are going to come with amazing content about the F1 season. Stay tuned.